Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel Appopedia. I'm Ratna Priya. As you know that I am continuing the last lecture to till now about order orchestration under industry order management. This is the complete course as you are following. So if anyone who directly jump on this lecture, let me introduce. Do not forget to subscribe to my channel and do any feedback on either positive or either negative on any of the videos or any of the lectures, that your feedback is only motivated me to make another videos on any course or any related new technologies or any task. I love to help you guys and I really wanted to share my knowledge with you guys, and whatever I experienced myself to learn this technology so easily, I wanted to share those tips and tricks with you guys. As you know, we are completing the order, trying to complete that order management course. So we are simultaneously we are going with the course and we are following the steps from the PDF. So without wasting the time, let's get started. So up to uh, orchestration plan definition or orchestration scenarios, and up to there we completed. So now the next step task is creating orchestration plan definition, that we easily understand and we would very well we know that how we can create it. So next task is create orchestration item definition. This also we are aware of it and we know how we can create it. So let's move to the third task, that is create a test order, and then that also we know that the main two part is in this lecture we need to understand and more focus on it is post event by using JSON or by using fx. So let's get started. So I'm just skipping all the theory part as you guys know about that. So just keep yourself updated with the theory part and then move to the steps, then it will easy to understand. As I am already done with the theories, that's why I'm doing this. So just be prepared for those theories and then come back with the these lectures and then try to be do the hands-on challenges. So that we have to go into the orchestration plan definition. First we have to create what orchestration plan definition. So let's create the another new that you are aware of it and easily know how we can do these things, because as you know and do not, as you remember from the last 3-4 lecture, the scope by default is what global. So like this you have to remember. I will just recall you guys as well, and then we have to, okay, we have to keep showcase as well. Okay, so order should be 1. Let's keep 1. Okay, now save it. Now we have to create another orchestration scenario. We already same thing we work on scenario orchestration scenario in the last lecture. Whoever jump on this lecture directly, they face some problem and they have some confusion on this, what we are doing and how we are working on those things which already built it. So just go and watch my previous lecture and then come back and see these videos, then maybe you will understand easily and gracefully. So after that we have to save this another scenario. As the last previous lecture only we updated the orchestration scenario based on the attribute and based on some parameters with the dependencies. So we are totally aware of it. So now we have to create another orchestration item definition. Now we have to create this 3. Okay, so now go into the orchestration item definition and then we have to create directly these 3 item definition. Let's create fast. So what we have to, by default what record type they are asking for, it should be milestone, and by default it should be milestone only, and they're asking also for the milestone only. So what we have to do, just we have to unglobe, the scope should be the global. Okay, it should be, they're saying, okay, let me, okay, only for last one they are saying to change the push event. Okay, otherwise the thing should be is in milestone only. Okay, now we have to go into the save and Next, now we have to create another one, that is all also a milestone. Now we have to edit this one to the push event. Now change to push event. Okay, we will change this one to the push event. Let's go to the another. Let's create another one. Wait a minute. Let it load. Now we have to up to where what were things we saw. Milestone we done. Auto task is also done. All caller is also done. Manual task is also done. Now we are seeing push event, and then element definition name is okay push avs, and then we have to save it. Scope is not needed. Scope we cannot change for now. They are not also changing, so let's edit this one as well. Now last items we have to create, that is okay. Now we have to go back little back, and then we have to create another last item of orchestration item definition. Click next, and then we have to paste it. Then we have to save it. Now what they are saying in the push vas push. Okay, let me rectify. I gave to the same name for both. Now we have to go into the push var, and then we have to go a little down, and then instead of event condition we have to keep and. Okay, now we have to add this product, and we have to add some condition. Okay, let's add the product name. Okay, the same product is Spotify RFS, and attribute name should be install account name. Okay, let's give the technical attribute install account name, and then select, and the operator it should be equal to the push test. Let's equal to the push test. And another simple expression, we don't need it. Then what we will do, we'll just use the garbage icon to delete this one and save this condition. Okay, now we will move forward, and then we will go into the related tab, and we have to create another dependency into that dependent items, that definition item. Okay, orchestration definition item, where we have to create orchestration dependency. Okay, and then dependency name will start where. Okay, now we have to see the element of dependency element should be, it should be the similar that existing in the same orchestration item definition. Okay, and then we have to save it. Okay, now let's save this one. Now we have to do the same thing for invest orchestration item details definition. Now we have to go back, not there. We have to close this one. We have to go into the plan, then we have to go into the test push, then we have to go into the invest item definition. Okay, let it open. And then we have to go into the condition, we have to add, and then we have to add product should be. Now we have to create a dependency definition. Okay, I'm so sorry, I thought to create and condition. Okay, now we have to the name of that, we have to vals push test, and then the flow item should be the push. So the dependency tree is how it is going on. First it should be come with the start, and then it should be come with the push val. Okay, see, this one is dependenting, and then it will depend on this, like this it is saying. Okay, so now we have to click save and leave others filled as default. Only two dependency are needed for push event test. Okay, so we are ready to test the order. Now we have to go into the test order. Now we will create the order name to be test post var. Okay, now we will go click on order, click new. Let's create a new order. Let's create a new order. Just be sure that what you are opening. Let it load. Now I gave the name, and then we have to keep the account name, that white Corel, and then it is why it is not coming. Okay, now it came. Now we have to add the price list. Price list should be B2C. Let's add B2C price list. Okay, now, okay, why this is coming like this? Let it add. Okay, let it load first. B2C. Okay, now we have to start date. We have to keep the start date should be today, and then we have to save it. Then we have to save this up, and then we have to configure. And what product we have to add is this 55. That only order we kept in the. Now let's configure the order, and then we have to let it load. Let's decompose the order. We have to keep these values, and then we have to decompose it. As you can see, this one is decompose order. This is the source order decomposed with the fulfillment request. The same thing is linked. Okay, now we have to go to the view orchestration plan. Let it load. So now we will see the plan. What is happening? Okay, so if you see the plan, this milestone is already completed because it's coming with the green. Okay, and this one is in the waiting for the event. That means it is in the ready state. It is in the ready state, and the gray is in the waiting, pending state. Waiting for whom to complete, whose where is need to be complete. Then only this milestone will be directly completed. So this is the scenario. If in case alert message is there, if in case the push where is in coming with the black dark gray like this milestone is coming, so in that case your push event is completely wrongly configured. It should be not like that. It should be is in the middle to be linked both the dependency and then come with the push event. If the push event expand with the both event condition and condition section, the event condition should only have only one expression in it, and condition should be blank. If it is blank, then the push event is will be skipped directly. It will skip because it's not having any condition. It's not a condition. Then it will directly come up with the skip. The same scenario we saw in the previous lecture while we are using the attribute to impact on the orchestration scenario by using which record type call out. Now this is which record type is the push event. So this is the major difference between those things, but both are come with the condition only, the impact only based on condition. So now we will go next. What they are saying, take the push event. What we have to do now, we have to go into the orchestration and we have to navigate this push. We have to go through the not from the source order. I am so sorry, I was wrong. We have to go from the decompose fulfill request. Okay, now click this 45, and then we have to edit the JSON in the details tab. Okay, let us go into the JSON. Let it load. Yes, this is the JSON attribute. Now we have to edit detail tab, and then we use the corner handle to scroll down to a larger description. Okay, we have to first sequence a Peter for text with the push text. Okay, it should be never near the end of the JSON. Before saving your editing, make sure you have separate browser tab for executing the orchestration run. It is already there. Okay, so we have to make sure that the orchestration plan should be open in another browser, and then we have to try to fix this session. Okay, so now let's move forward in the next step. So what they are saying, we need to check this up. Let's open this one. In the JSON we need to check Peter Paul is there or not in the account. Let's open. You need to search. It will take some time, but you will definitely, yeah, I got it. The value is coming with the Peter top. Okay, now we need to open it little longer. It's too long, and then we have to in this way we will see the value of that, and then we have to change this JSON and segment value should be changed. This value should be changed. Change this JSON and can leave the segmented value will be allowed. So segmented value will be leave as a blank, and then we have to change this value. Let's change it. So as you can see, under attribute runtime info we have the value we needed to be changed. Okay, change this JSON, and then we have to keep the segmented value should be blank. Let's keep this blank. Okay, now what they're saying, can leave the place segmented value alone. Okay, and then change this JSON. Okay, now we have to change this value should be push test. Let's keep that push test there only in the place of value Peter Paws, and then let's erase this one and then paste it. Again, so sorry. Let's copy again. Copy and then paste it. Just be calm and then do. Okay, and then segmented value should be blank. We have to keep this alone. Okay, and then we have to save it. Let's save this one and then open in the new browser. Open it in the, and then we have to switch here and refresh this one. Okay. Now let's see. So now you can see this one, it's directly come up with the green. It means it directly completed. So how it happened? It directly happened that the push event is directly trigger re-evaluate by event condition. How it re-evaluate? Because it changes the value of that attribute runtime info, right? We change that one. So push value takes the status ready to directly complete it. It is easy, it is simple also, but we cannot be do like this every time, because in the manual test by changing these things it's not best practice to be do. So in this way we can directly trigger the push event. So now we will go into the next. In this way we check the push event by JSON. Now we will use with the Apex. Okay, so now where we have to go, place a similar text for the, now we have to make another order. Let's create another order. Why we are creating another order again? Because we already decomposed the order. We cannot deactivate it, and we cannot re-decompose it any of the order. So that's why we are creating another one. Now the account name should be, let's create the clone of it. Let's create the clone of it. So last time we created this one, so open it, and then we have to keep the name. Just we need to change the name of that. Let's clone it and then let it load, and then we have to save this one. Okay, so order is created. Now we have to, what we have to do, now we have to configure this one. Okay, and then we have to change the, let it, what happens, see, if you forget to click the status should be active, it will not come, because by default it should be draft only. After decompose the order, then only it should be activated. So now just click the save button. So now we have to configure it, and what order we needed 645 to be added into the cart. Let's add into the cart. Let it load. Now I'm adding this one. Now the similar thing we change the value of that is 45 config attributes. Now we have to configure the same thing. Number of accounts should be 5, and then 45 subscription should be family, and then technical should be any account. Let's check this one only. They are saying doesn't matter for this test. Okay, so these values is doesn't matter, so we will leave it for now. We will not keep, and then we will directly decompose it as we tested the push event by using Apex. Okay, now we have to click on let it load first. Now we have to go into the Spotify decompose fulfill request. From there we have to go let it load. Now they are saying after opening copy or make a note of 9 number ID. Okay, let's go into the this one, and then we have to go into the line number id. This is the line number id. Let's copy this one and I just paste in another tab address bar. Okay, now we have to go into the next, and then next they are saying return to the order decomposition scheme, and then we have to go to the which one, we have to go to the view. Okay, let me not continue. Now I am back in the decomposition page. Now we have to view orchestration plan. Now what they are saying, we have to execute. Execution is paused at the push where task and keep the browser tab open. Okay, let's keep the troll open only, and then we have to click this one, and then we have to keep this browser open only. Now from the separate browser we have to open the gear setup. Okay, now we have to go into the setup. No, we have to not go into the setup, we have to go into the developer console, because we are using the apex class, apex things, apex class or method in interface by triggering the push event. Now we have to open the debug. Okay, let it open. It's then let it open. Now we have to go into the debug, and then we have to open execute. Now we have to copy this snippet. Now we have to copy this one. While you're copying this code, just make sure you will not able to add any extra spaces or any extra. Okay, not any extra thing to be add or not anything to be minus. So just keep things to be up. Okay, now we have to. So I'm pasting here in this one. Okay, now we have to little increase this one. This one as well. Now we have to paste the line number in the red spot of line number. Okay, I'm just going into the line number, and then we have to paste into it. Okay, now according to video we done that. Now we have to do in place of line number, we did that, and then change the line number text to the unique line number, we did that, and then we have to execute it. Let's execute this one. Okay, after executing, maybe the push event will be triggered. Then okay, you will see the send request and it will take few seconds, and then code. Okay, it is coming with the error. Let me check again. Let it load. So as you can see, this one is directly executed and status is success. So now what we have to go, as you can see, these all are success one. Okay, so status is success. Now what they are saying, we have to go in back to the plan. Okay, let's go to the plan, and there we have to check the status of that one. Okay, let's go to the plan, orchestration plan, and then what will happen, it was before the push was coming with the red blue, okay, blue state, and then now it will come with the green state because it's completed. So what is happening, the apex class, the whole apex class will directly trigger that push event to re-evaluate for the event condition. For particular that event condition, we are triggering again, and then we are checking the push event to be complete this whole event, that ready to complete this one. So plan of that orchestration is done. So now we will see after this complete event is directly completing this milestone as well. So this is whole scenario. So navigating to the test, now the last line we have to do. Now test, navigate to the test post. Okay, now we have to delete this whole scenario. With this will keep the swim lane for the triggering during the upcoming MDS lab. Okay, so before because we are using the same scenario in the next, maybe in the next task, that's why they are saying to be delete this one. So we will delete like this. just go to the plan definition, and then we have to directly delete this whole plan. Okay, orchestration plan definition, then it will directly delete the scenario as well. See, we have the scenario, this scenario we have to delete first. This scenario like this we have to delete, select this one, and then we have to delete the whole plan. Okay, so this will bring me end of this lecture, and then we will continue the rest all the task in the next lecture. And stay tuned with this whole courses, and do subscribe to my channel, do some feedback on it, and just ask anything you have, any doubt. I have all the required details in the description box, all the social media account link was there on. And just keep do notification on as well, because as I am creating the whole courses, and that lecture will never be missed, you guys, and you have to follow one and one. Do not jump in the middle, just go with the flow. And as I schedule with day 1 day 2 like this, so just check this one. And bye bye, take care.